Hi, friend. It's Laura Winters, your host of Miracle in Time podcast and owner of Your Light Holistic Therapy and Wellness LLC. You are a miracle, plain and simple. It's a miracle you are here. A miracle changed my life, and maybe this is the miracle that will change yours. Here we go. Hi, friend. Have you ever explored attachment styles? I was somewhere, I was at therapy with my dad and scrolling through Facebook, and an app came up for, not an app, excuse me, a post came up about attachment style to take a quiz, and I had never heard of this before. So I took the quiz and found out that I'm an anxious attachment, which of course makes complete sense. Been anxious my entire life. And so I really deep dived into that. And that was really, really eye-opening and hard. As someone who's anxiously attached, even learning about it makes you anxious. And in that, I also learned about the other attachment styles. And it was really eye-opening because it totally put a spotlight onto an attachment style, my father's attachment style, which I really know nobody like that, except him. And then ends up someone else comes into my life and has that same attachment style and reflection of my father. And it shed so much light into my childhood and my parents' relationship and their divorce and everything. It was like, oh wow, it just all makes sense. And how I experience the anxious attachment with the dismissive avoidant is that the anxious one is always trying to chase and reach out and make connection, and the dismissive avoidant is like, oh, this is great until it's too much and I don't want to be attached. And then they step away, and then there's no communication, or there's very little communication. And there's just like this roller coaster back and forth of like connection, no connection, connection, no connection. And the anxious person is like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? And there's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with the other person, really. It's just something that's being played out from the traumas of childhood. And yeah, it's really, really eye-opening. So if you've never explored that, I very much encourage you to look at attachment styles, because it has really opened my eyes to a lot of things. And you can heal or try to heal yourself in your attachment style, but you can't heal somebody else's, and you can't convince them to heal themselves. They have to come to that themselves. So if you love someone who seems to have the opposite attachment style, all I can do is encourage you to work on yourself, and that you become secure, and know that there is nothing wrong with you, but there are strategies and there are things that can be done to make you feel way better about yourself and way better about relationships with other people. And to be able to kind of see behind the scenes what might be happening, that it's more of a they problem than a you problem when you are working on your attachment style and you are trying to find that security. So I hope this is helpful, my friend, because it has been extremely helpful for me. And when I start to spiral about a relationship, whether that's friendship or, um, you know, a romantic relationship, which thankfully my husband is very secure. So I just have to work on myself. um, but yeah, with family, everything. I mean, it's just any interaction that you have with somebody, business wise, just anything, there might be something there that could bring you better clarity and insight, um, to help you just know yourself better and help you interact with other people. So, okay, my friend, that helps me to remember that all of the things happening is not necessarily my fault. There are some things that could be quote unquote my fault, but um I feel a lot better now. So thank you for listening. I hope you have a good day.
Thank you for listening to Miracle in Time podcast. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and share with a friend. If you would like to know more about me or my services, please visit yourlightllc.com.